Hi, in this video I am going to explain some recent threats to Australia's democracy and social cohesion. But what is social cohesion? Well, social cohesion is the ability a group of people or a community have to live together in a peaceful and unified way. Social cohesion includes sense of belonging, acceptance and legitimacy, social justice and equity, participation, and sense of worth. Sense of belonging refers to a person feeling a sense of pride and belonging within Australia. Acceptance and legitimacy is the feeling of being accepted and not being subjected to discrimination. Social justice and equity is having a sense that these two things, social justice and equity, exist in Australia. Participation refers to the willingness that people have to participate in voluntary work and political processes such as voting. Sense of worth is the general feeling of happiness and satisfaction with life, with positive expectations about the future. Threats to Australia's social cohesion include media bias, organised crime, corruption, and lawlessness. Media bias is a media favouring something or someone, or disliking something or someone, and putting their views about it into their media, sharing what will only favour their views and goals. Organised crime is the planned criminal acts on a large scale planned and performed by a large group of criminals. Corruption is the immoral abuse of power. Lawlessness is people disregarding the law and committing crimes and violence and generally endangering innocent people. So let's start with an example of media bias. Murdoch is Australia's largest news corporation. They basically have a monopoly on the media in Australia. The newspapers include The Australian, The Daily Telegraph, The Sunday Telegraph, Herald Sun Sunday, The Courier Mail, The Sunday Mail, The Advertiser, Sunday Mail, The Mercury, Sunday Tasmanian, NT News, and Sunday Territorial. Whoa, what's this? They own all of these newspapers as well. This is highlighted by the pink, by the way. They also own magazines such as The Weekend Australian magazine, Wish, Switched On, Escape, Body Plus Soul, Vogue, including Vogue Living, Go, Delicious, Star, Big League, Deal, News Corp Australia Motoring, Business Daily, Confidential, Gossip Queen, Hit Home, Mansion Australia, Play, Queensland, Business Monthly, Daily Telegraph Home, Weekend, U Mag, AG Journal, and Sportsman. They also have online media such as news.com.au, kidsport.com.au, taste.com.au, hunters.com.au, Supercoach Fantasy Football, odds.com.au, Mogo, and realestate.com.au and HighPay. As you can see, Murdoch owns quite a lot of media in Australia. Because of this monopoly, they could have quite a lot of influence over Australians. They can put whatever they want into their media, leave out details that will damage the image of someone they like, or twist stories to destroy a person they don't like. In 2020, Kevin Rudd, a former Prime Minister from the Labour Party, started a petition to get a royal commission to look into Murdoch's monopoly and to try and get more diversity within the media. Murdoch's monopoly on the media undermines Australia's social cohesion and democratic society because they can put whatever they want into their media. And since they have a monopoly on the media, Australians can only listen to them for news. This means they can convince people through their media who and what is good and who and what is bad. This means they can have an effect on who people vote for. This threatens acceptance and legitimacy and sense of worth in Australia's social cohesion because Murdoch can make people afraid to speak out against them, since they can easily damage their reputation and image through the medias. Media bias is shown here by the pink. Moving on to organised crime. Organised crime is here, the blue. On the 12th of December 2020, Nick Martin, the boss of the Rebels bikie gang, was assassinated publicly at Perth Motorplex in front of hundreds of people. His wife and daughter were close by at the time. Plenty of children were nearby at the time as well. This undermines Australia's social cohesion by threatening people's sense of worth, since it likely scared people to know someone had been shot in a family-friendly Perth Motorplex where they were, and will continue to scare those people in the future. Now let's talk about corruption. Corruption is the purple. New South Wales state government plans to cut $14 million from 5 integrity agencies in 2021. These agencies are ICAC, the New South Wales Ombudsman, the Law Enforcement Commission, the New South Wales Electoral Commission, and the Audit Office. The Independent Commission Against Corruption loses $3.4 million. The New South Wales Ombudsman loses $3.4 million. The Law Enforcement Commission loses $3.3 million. The New South Wales Electoral Commission loses $4.4 million, and the Audit Office loses $373,000. Peter Hall, ICAC's Chief Commissioner, has warned that these cuts in funds will quickly and seriously affect the ability of the agency to perform their tasks of fighting corruption. This is an example of corruption due to this lack of funding from the New South Wales state government preventing ICAC to prevent and get rid of corruption within the New South Wales state government, as well as they used to, allowing corruption to grow and fester. This is a threat to Australia's social cohesion because without the proper funding, ICAC will not be able to properly look into possible cases of immense corruption within the New South Wales government and other governmental organisations. This affects social justice and equity and our social cohesion, since with the lack of funds given to ICAC, they will be unable to pursue some cases of corruption. This can lead to more corruption within the government. Now lastly, lawlessness. Lawlessness is this orange dot here. On December 11th, 2005, large groups of white Australians congregated on Cronulla Beach in New South Wales. This gathering was in protest against Middle Eastern people. The week before this gathering, on December 4th, 2005, it was reported that 2 lifeguards were attacked. It is not unknown who started the fight and who attacked the lifeguards. A rumour went around saying that the people who attacked these lifeguards for seemingly no reason were Lebanese. This sparked the congregation of white Australians. This gathering quickly started to turn aggressive towards the afternoon. The gathering was turned into a riot. The white Australians attending this now riot insulted and attacked anyone reported as Middle Eastern, not caring if they were born in Australia. This created a split between Australians, white and Middle Eastern. This is an example of lawlessness, as many rioters ignored the law and continued to smash objects, insult people and attack people, as well as attack police. The people involved disregarded the law and proceeded to riot with insults and attacks against Middle Eastern people. This undermines Australia's social cohesion and democratic society because of the amount of racism involved, hinders sense of belonging and acceptance in Australia's social cohesion. This is evident through the attacks and insults provided by white Australians to Middle Eastern Australians and non-Australians. Thank you for watching. Bye.